Yo, what is up, guys? This is Danger Close here, and this is going to be the Elder Scrolls Online Blacksmithing Guide. I haven't done any, like, helpful things, like, knowledgeable things. I've only been doing stupid gameplays of me getting my ass raped in every single game ever made in the face of the earth. So I'm actually going to do some videos of productive work that can actually help you and probably give you advantages in the battle. Alright, so let's just go. Hey guys, here we are. Here is the forge, or blacksmithing forge, is whatever you can call it. There's multiple ones in every single hold in Tamriel, so it won't be really hard to find one. They're mostly in cities, so yeah, that's a good place to find them. Alright, so here's what it looks like. Don't go buy ones that are just anvils. Go buy ones with the water tub and a few stuff in it to cool off the metal. Alright, first we access the blacksmithing anvil. Alright, so step 1, getting to know what you're doing. Okay, so I'm just going to go through every single one and make you do the steps on how to build the item. So first one is refine. So you normally find ore around. You find ore around, that's how you get your materials. And eventually, after you get upgrading your blacksmithing to the skills, and you can actually upgrade. Blacksmithing can give you materials. It's a perk that you can get, so they can just give you materials there, but it's not much, but it's something. Alright, so I'll tell you how to find where places to normally find ore. Alright, here we are, our first example of the ore that you'll be finding all around Tamriel. They're in every single hole. Ores are actually kind of common. There's certain types that I'll be speaking about when I get back to the forge. Alright, so I will tell you where the certain places you can find them. The certain places that you can find them is by rocks. By rocks like these, boulders, ledges, mountains, etc. So usually they're by rocks, so keep that in mind. So first we push X to mine the ore. And Orculum ore is what not dwarvens, sorry, the orcish use, which is the orcs. It's pretty durable. It's a high level, so I will tell you, if you're starting out and you want to know how to blacksmith, you go for iron, not high iron, because you're probably not high enough. So you grab the ore and disappears. Alright, we're back at the forge. So we access the forge and we go to refine as soon as we collect our ore. I will be telling you what kind of different ores there are, and it tells you the rank. So we go to, just don't go to creation, I'm just going to show you what kind of ores there are. There's iron ingots. The levels actually vary from level 1 as much as you put. We'll get into that later. I'm sorry, I'm getting quite ahead of myself. So there's iron ingots for low levels, and there's steel ingots for higher levels, and there's orculum ore, or orculum ingots, excuse me, that I'm on. And then it starts to get into the more like higher like level the ores get, like the more harder like the ores are like hard to find. Like dwarven ore is very hard to find, but it's you can find them, you know, but it's just so hard to find them. And then ebony ingots, I haven't found any ebony ingots, which is actually, if you haven't played Skyrim, the ebony ingots is pretty rare. I think calcium, I probably said that wrong. I don't know what that is, but I'm just telling you the different ranks. And then we're yeah, see, it just goes on into voidstone. I've seen voidstone, I actually have some, but you can see all different kinds of ores that you can make. So blacksmithing is a big skill to have. So I have voidstone here, but I don't have enough, so I'm not even gonna try to attempt that. So orculum ore. So we click on it, and we can usually get to 10 to 7, as it says right up there in the right hand corner. So then we push refine. But since I don't have any space, sorry about that. So after that, you have your ingots. Creation. Now this is the second part of how to blacksmith. So we're just gonna click on creation, and you can get to create all different kinds of weapons you want. Axe, if you're a one-handed dude, if you like to crack some skulls, have an axe. hammer is the heaviest, but it doesn't matter for Elder Scrolls Online for some reason. And sword, battle axe, we're getting into two-handed weapons. If you're strong and if you have a certain kind of race, you can use these weapons very well in PvP and PvE. The maul is pretty much the warhammer in Skyrim, the great sword, and the dagger, which all of these have different rates of how much ingots you can use for them. So then we go down to orichalcum ore, which should be iron ore for you newcomers. So for the second, actually the third part here is the styles. You can't create a weapon without a style, which is weird because, yeah, whatever. So here's all the styles. It's all the races: Brenton, Redguard, Orc, Dunmer, Nord, etc. It just goes on. And I'm gonna show you what they changes the outcome in the armor. Doesn't change the, you know, skills and stuff. It just changes the details. So I'll show you the difference of the details later. So we're gonna do Nord. Since I'm a Nord, we leave it on that. And then for the fourth part is the trait. You don't have to have a trait. It's okay. You can just create a weapon. But if you do have a trait, you go all the way over here, which I don't have a trait. As you can see, spell resistance and spell penetration by 5%. See, it's all advantages, which I don't have one. So if you don't have one, just push no trait. Alright, we are ready. Let's create a sword. Alright, we crafted our sword. Alright, so is it level 32? I can't use it, but that's okay. It depends on the different kinds of ore. The higher the ore is, the more damage it does. So if I put, let's say I didn't put the max ingots. So let's say I don't have much. I have 5 ingots. It gives me level 26. If I have one more, it gives me 28, 30, etc. The more you have, the more your weapon has chance. And here comes the third part of blacksmithing, deconstruction. Alright, for deconstruction, you can deconstruct like old weapons that you used to have, that you used to make, and then you have to, so you can actually get stuff from it. But it's a random RMG, it's a random number generator for how much you get. Alright. Let's say it's level 29, it's a little below my standards. So I click on it. If you're wondering, you're still confused on the colors, I'll explain that later. So let's say I don't want this anymore. It's too low of a level. So you craft it. See, I don't have any inventory. Alright, I got my inventory a little bit cleared so we can just deconstruct this sword. As we can see, we only got ingots from it. So we'll do another weapon that will give us some stuff. Since it had no trait, it only gave me materials, not any gemstones. So let's deconstruct this sword that's only level 30. As you can see, it gave me 1 honing stone. I'll explain that in a bit. So yeah, it gives you gemstones. Alright, so let me show you. I'll be showing you the gemstones actually in the research, which will be in a little bit. So then, you can actually do it to apparel too. Alright. Since I have some pretty good gear, I'm only going to do it to a Orcus Chris, what do you can call it? I don't know these middle-aged names. So deconstruct is the same thing. You get materials. If it has enchantments on it, you have a chance to get honing stones and stuff, whatever color it is, which I'll explain. So here comes to the fourth part of how to blacksmith, is improvement. For improvement, it improves of how much your armor will, how much you can get out of armor for your piece of armor. You know, it kind of doesn't make sense, but as you can see, your armor, let me tell you in a different way, it's 1,469. That's not the case if it's that, if it's white. So I'll tell you the rankings of the upgrades that you can do for your armor. So it's normal, normal's white, you know, blah blah blah, it's okay. So green increases if you have enchantments on it. or other stuff like gemstones you put on it, it increases that just by a little bit because you don't want it to be overpowered. For when you upgrade to blue, it increases it more of the armor, and it increases the value, and it increases the critical, blah 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 blah, in the skill traits. For epic, increases it again, legendary, etc. Alright, so now I will show you how to turn those into different upgrades. So let's say we'll do Greaves. Okay, so you click on Greaves, and as you can see, once you get honing stones, which you can get by dismantling green equipment that you find on your travels. You probably have come across at least one green armor if you play Elder Scrolls. Okay, so as you can see here, when you click on it, you have one honing stone put in there, it's a chance of 30%. Okay, so when I increase it by 1, 60%. Alright, so what that means is you can improve it, but you have a 60% chance it will go through. If it fails, it destroys the armor and the gemstones that you put into it. So it's very risky. So don't play with fire for less than 50%. So be smart, and I'll do 2. Alright, so as you can see here, it shows you have 6% chance to improve your Greaves, blah blah blah, what I've already said. So improve it. It worked. It succeeded because it was over 50%, but I had a little bit half a chance. As you can see, it's green, which increased it from the last time. So you can do it, you can take another step further with Dwarven Oil. Alright, as you can see, I have a 0.5% is what it's a perk that you get for blacksmithing, which I'll show you in a little bit. Alright, it's the same thing, but it increases even more, but it takes more to put more percent. So instead of 1, one's 22%, not 30% from the last one. It takes more materials, it gets more harder, more you level up your weapon, your armor, etc. So yes, so let's do, see, I only have 3 Dwarven Oil, actually I have 5, oops. So you get the point. Okay, so that is all for the upgrade materials that you can upgrade your armor to be better and improved. Alright, so now we're going to go on to the 5th part, the 5th and final. So we come to the 5th and final part on how to make a blacksmith forge. I'll show you how to, what leveling systems and stuff later for the last part. So 5th part is research. 5th and final part for making weapons. Okay, as you can see here, you can see gemstones. See, I only have a few, so, and certain gemstones do certain things, like increases enchantment charges for amethyst. Precise increases weapon and spell critical values. So yeah, it gives you advantages. And I could switch to the weapon, and there's certain, I think there are, certain things that you can do for certain weapons. Alright. So for armor, it's a little different. As you can see, it reinforced increases the armor's value. You get it. Stuff you can put into it. Okay. So let's just say I want to use this stone. I can research it. And then there's certain weapons that you can take that there's a gemstone in it. So let's say there's an amethyst in this weapon. I can research it so I can use the gemstones into my further weapons that I'm going to make. So you got to sacrifice a few things. So I'm going to sacrifice the... Actually, not that. Sorry. So let's say... Yep, precise. Alright, Prismatic Blade. Actually, that's actually good at Daedra. Alright, so I'm not going to do those two, sorry. Probably this one. Alright, Reinforce, Researchable. Curtis of the Brute. Okay, researching this will destroy it in process will take 6 hours. It's different for some. Are you sure you want to continue? Yes. So it's researching. So I can use this to my further advantage. So you get the point. So that is the last part on how to forge your weapon. So I'm going to go on to skills and the skill tree and the leveling up system for. Alright guys, the sixth and last part is the leveling up system I'm going to do, and then I'm going to do skill trees and advantages that you can have. Alright, so let's just say I'm almost level 11. I'm just going to build normal sword. It's probably enough to level up, so I'm going to do 9. I crafted it. Alright, yeah, see, look, now I'm a level 11. See, it counts on the weapons that you make in the armor. And you can research and it levels it up even more. And the dismantling it will upgrade it even more. You get the point. Anything you do productive in your blacksmithing, it will level it up. Alright. So, we go to that's it for the leveling up. Now we go to skills. Why am I in the inventory? Okay. Blacksmithing. Okay, it's very small. So you can do metalworking is how you can use different ingots. Okay, see, since I'm blacksmithing 3 out of 9, I can use orculum ingots, which the next upgrade is 15, which I can use dwarven. So you gotta be skilled. You know, you gotta work at it to get better. You can't just, you know, cheap it out and stuff. All right, so that's for the metalworking. For a keen eye, it's more ore. There's like a yellow mist that comes out of the ores around the Tamriel that you in your travels. So what if you come across one and then you can see a yellow mist in the distance? That helps you see it from a further distance. Ores are kind of blend in if you're not close enough. See, mine counts on the meters. See? Alright. For miner hireling, a miner hireling will send you ore possibly. So this is a guy that gives you like mail with ore in it. So he gives you ore every single day. The mail lasts up to 30 days, so you gotta stay into Tamriel. You gotta check up every once in a while to keep up with it. Alright, so the items could possibly be dwarven oil, honing stones, sometimes Grand Sullivans, or crafting styles and stuff. Like, it depends. It's blacksmithing stuff. Alright, so metal extraction. Increases the chance of extracting blacksmith ingredients, blah 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 blah, so you can get more stuff out of raw materials when you deconstruct stuff. Like, let's say I deconstruct a green thing, a green weapon, I meant to say, and before I can get 1 out of it, if you upgrade this enough, you can get 2 or 3. So it increases the chance of you getting stuff, you know, like ingots and etc. Alright. For this one, it reduces the time slide to research at once. So it gives you 5. It takes down the time. And allows you to research 2 items at once, which is the improvement ones. So you can improve your gemstones, and then you can put it on your weapons later. So that's pretty good. That's really useful. Now, temper exercise. Increases the chances of improving the Templars. Alright. Tempers is the improvement things that I was talking about. The dwarven oil, the green Sullivans, which is the purple, and the honing stones. It increases the chance of improving weapons. As you can say, as you saw, like on my dwarven oil, it was like 22.5%. As you can see, I had a 0.5% chance for temper exercise. So it increases the chance, like, in percentage of each temper. Alright, so that's about it, guys. Please leave a comment and like down below, and I hope you guys liked this video. Hope I was a really good help. If not, just hit that dislike button. So peace out, guys. Really hope you enjoyed the video.